many now.
I'm starting to think that everything that's going on with Jonathan Majors is like a weird plant, right? Marvel has not left him yet, but he just lost another movie, and he lost his deal as an ambassador for the Texas Rangers. It's like, dude, Hollywood is full of degenerates. We just covered yesterday he lost his role in a Dennis Rodman documentary. He's got all of these things, and things keep falling through on the guy. I literally don't get it. Like,
okay,
I'm not
he
saying...
lost The Man in My Basement.
Yes.
The ad for the Texas Rangers. Also, Otis Redding biopic.
Yes.
And he got dropped by management, his talent agency, and his PR firm.
Whoa.
Dude, it's time for him to just be like, my name is they, them.
Oh, he also lost a brand deal with Valentino.
Right. And he's not invited to the Met Gala.
And he got disinvited from the Met Gala, yes. But reportedly, Marvel is still not talking about dropping him at this stage.
Too much invested. They've got more invested in him than the other companies do. But he's going to have to start and be just like, my name is Jonathina, and I'm a they them. He's gonna need to become Jonah.
Yeah,
Jonathan.
Yeah,
Jonathan.
Sounds good to me.
Majora.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be something else and just pretend like he's non-binary if he wants to just get all. You'll get all of these deals back right away.
Yeah, maybe, but it's like a lot of people are blaming this on racism.
I don't see.
They're comparing him to all the worst ones.
Maybe
like,
it could be.
They're comparing him to like Louis C.K., Dana White. Ezra Miller is the obvious one because he's in a superhero franchise.
2 white guys, huh?
Roman Polanski.
Another white guy.
Who else? There's also like Woody Allen, Al Franken.
But a lot. I forgot about it. I'm from Minnesota, so I forgot about Al Franken. Like,
there are so many examples. It's hard to count, and that's why it's weird that this particular situation, where he's not even been convicted of anything,
no crime,
and not
convicted.
even charged of anything.
Yeah.
No, he has been charged.
I thought that the girl didn't want to press charges.
It doesn't matter. The DA pushed forward.
Oh, okay.
He has been charged.
Yeah. But he has not been proven guilty of any criminal wrongdoing.
Not at all.
And
Wow.
the woman that allegedly was his victim doesn't even corroborate that story.
Nope.
So why is this the one that the media picked up?
I'm gonna ask the chat. We're gonna
I don't
ask
get it.
What the.
But I'm just kind of tired of the tweets that are like, sounds about white. Look at all these other white guys who got away with abuse scandals and had opportunities after the fact.
I'm asking the community, and I'm not capitalizing anything. I'm typing this quickly. Is Jonathan Majors' downfall an overreaction? I feel like it is. It feels weirdly over the top, given that he hasn't been convicted of anything, and Hollywood is full of degeneracy.
It makes me think that there's an ulterior motive that, I don't know, maybe has more to do with attacking Disney because he's a part of that conglomerate.
Possibly.
Yeah, that could be. It could also be. It's just, is Marvel Disney? Are they owned by?
Yes. Yep.
So would it be because Disney is trying to say, well, anyone accused of this would be, we want to distance ourselves from them. We don't want to have anyone that has anything to do with this at all because we're a kids brand.
Yeah, but they're like, Disney is not exactly doing great these days either. Like, I mean, they're not hurting for money, but they're not doing fantastic. It's not like they want bad press right this second.
Is he a very, I haven't seen Ant-Man 3.
He's somebody who's on the rise right now. It happened at a time where he was getting, Creed 3 just came out. So he was in Creed 3. He was in a movie called Devotion. He's obviously in Ant-Man. So he's getting, his star is on the rise, and it feels like he's just getting cut right at the top.
And this is something that's going to get brought up in the future for the rest of his career.
Yes,
probably.
Absolutely.
But I don't know, like sometimes you're able to get past that. But he's been dropped by his PR firm, which we were saying just makes his PR firm look bad because they're not capable of handling a PR crisis.
Right. There's some music example. There's some like DJs that have gone through similar things like this, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like what would be a good example of that?
I think maybe modern example would be maybe like Moon Boy.
Okay.
He was like a dubstep DJ out of Hollywood, I believe. I'm not really in the
Wasn't
dubstep
there
world.
somebody
but,
trying to say something about Steve Aoki recently? Or am I completely misremembering
Was it
that?
Diplo? It might have been Steve
No,
Aoki.
Diplo. No, it definitely came out about Diplo. We talked about that when we were talking about Dan Schneider stuff.
Do you think the music industry is like way more excusing of scandals like this? Because like think about Dr. Luke and all the people who are still working with him
Right.
after the Kesha.
Yeah, right.
allegations.
I think two things. I think the music industry is way more of a crabs in a barrel type situation where people will view it as like a zero-sum game. There's only so much to go around, when in reality, and I can understand that. I've definitely felt like that as well making music. So they're more likely to try and ledge accusations, to try and bring down a person that they view as having taken their slot, so to speak. I remember there was also Bass Nectar, if you guys remember this.
Yes, I like bass. I like the music.
Right. There was
Butterfly is a great song.
Right. There's a lot that came out about him because he had been preying upon his younger fans for quite some time. That I'd say was...
How long ago was that?
Not even that long ago.
Younger, like kids?
Not children. Not children. I don't know if they were like, I think they were like 16, 17, I think. I don't remember, and I don't want to say this and not be able to back it up, corroborate what I'm saying. But again, it's something that it's kind of like the open secret. Like everyone knows in Hollywood that what's his name?
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein is, problematic. He's weird. He does this stuff.
$20 one right there, Mary.
Oh, from Olivia Claire.
Yes.
She said, "Hi, Mary and Brett. Serge, good to see you back on PCC. What are your opinions on Carl from Mr. Beast influencing Chris? People have said that Carl feminized Chris. Also, if Mr. Beast was trans, would he be Mrs. Beast?"
That's a fantastic question. Beast them. I don't know.
Serge, what do you think?
Well, maybe we should save this. For
save your thoughts on Carl for later.
For the topic, Olivia, we will get to it when we get. We might as well save it for the topic.
Okay.
All
right, now back to it. So,
I was talking about Bass Nectar. Yeah. The fans were the issue was that they were younger fans because obviously if he was a DJ and he was talking to women that were over the age of 18. It wouldn't have been a situation at all. But again, open secret. Everyone kind of like knows, like that's kind of what's been going on. But it's like why wasn't it brought up earlier?
Yeah.
Why wasn't it an issue earlier? And then only eventually someone comes out and says this, because also the fans that are doing that may not even want to say that they are like, this is a bad, they don't view it as a bad thing, so to speak.
And a lot of people just might not be
right.
And a lot of people just might not know because they're not terminally online.
Yes.
Like in a lot of it's not like a lot of this stuff is coming out in mainstream news on the regular.
Yeah, if ever.
Or how many people even watch. Like, do you know anybody our age who sits down and legitimately watches like CNN for anything other than just to the topics that we cover? Like, like we have to watch, like I do end up watching CNN or Fox or MSNBC stuff if it's stuff that we're talking about like on IRL, but it's not like I get up every morning and turn on the news. That's just I read enough all
There are
day.
too many famous people now, and they're all doing improper things, and you can't possibly pay attention to all of it.
And they're like famous for no reason either. They're all just
not for no reason, but it's like think about all the people who are on Raya.
Yeah.
Like,
oh man, that's a good point. I never really thought about that.
There's just so many
famous for
quote unquote famous people out there.
Yeah.
And they're all doing sketchy stuff.
It's like a numbers game thing. If you make everybody famous, like you're gonna end up with some people that are deplorables, so to speak.
So far, 77% say the reaction to Jonathan Majors is an overreaction. It feels like an overreaction to me. Maybe it's because the stories keep coming out at like perfect intervals. Like every day, some new group that was once affiliated with him is like, sorry, we're cutting ties. Maybe if all of this happened at once, it would seem tragic, but like
it's Kanye-esque.
Yeah.
But at the same time, nobody came to bat for Kanye and said that was some kind of racial animus targeting him.
Well, I mean, because this time they have clear-cut examples like Ezra Miller, but everyone knows that has nothing to do with race. And yet, at least, I'm not saying that the Jonathan Majors situation doesn't have anything to do with race. I can't speak to whether that's true or not. I don't know. But I do know that the comparison to Ezra Miller has nothing to do with race. It has to do with Ezra's gender identity.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with the fact that Ezra Miller's white. In fact, if Ezra Miller could say he wasn't white, he probably would. He would love that. if he could make that claim.
Yeah, I imagine he would.
Isn't he like
Is he part Cherokee? I don't know.
some part?
No, the girl that he was.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I
I
Something.
don't think he
but
is.
that
I
was
don't
it was
know.
always weird to me that he was like hanging out on like doing
He was
activism
at
for
Oh, right.
the
the
reservation.
Native American reservation.
Yeah.
Wasn't that
That's where
because
he
of-
met that
Maybe
girl
it-
when she was
see-
like 12.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing. Maybe if Jonathan Majors just maybe it was where it happened. Maybe these companies just don't like you doing it in the back of a taxi cab. If he had punched her in the face at a bar in Iceland, this would be
The taxi
fine.
cab thing is giving Chris Brown and Rihanna.
Yeah.
We're all like having flashbacks to that incident.
You ever heard the Bill Burr skit where he talks about how gold diggers are the wife beaters for men? But we don't have that Rihanna lumped up photo to show as evidence, so you can't understand. Yeah.
Wow.
There's a Bill Burr skit from like 10
Wow.
years ago.
I don't remember that one, but
Yes.
common Bill Burr. Tony.
But like no, like maybe it's just location. Maybe they don't want you. They're like these companies. They're like, look, we don't care if you hit women. We just care if you hit women here in the U.S. That's the problem. If you want to hit women from Iceland, we don't care.
That's wild.
Maybe that's what it is. I'm being
maybe.
I'm being facetious.
Maybe we
obviously.
need Tariq Nasheed to
We could use his-
contribute to this conversation about
Yeah.
buck breaking.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.